Jim Bonus Beats.
Welcome to Getting High with Grandma. We are coming to you from the front porch of my tiny house today.
Yay, new environment.
With me as always is Grandma. How you doing today, Grandma?
I refuse to commit yet.
Commit?
Commit to how I'm feeling.
Right? That's funny. So hey, it's Sunday morning. Beautiful
Happy
Sunday.
Father's Day, by the way.
Thank you.
It's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to y'all.
So what we decided to do is I made a list of things to talk about, and I guess we'll just jump right in. The whole virus thing has been driving me crazy.
Oh yeah, that's still going on now. We're going into July. Okay, this has been going
March,
on
April,
since
May, June, July.
Yeah, this-
5 months,
fucking longest bug I've ever heard of.
right?
Shit.
I pulled some stuff up because I was doing some research. So, have you heard about the hospitals getting paid?
Yes, I did. And that's true because my roommate works at St. Charles. And they are getting paid per case. And there's none in Bend. None. Zero. Zip. So every time somebody comes in for allergies or think they're putting down
COVID, yeah.
COVID, yeah.
Yeah,
It's all about the money again. Well, let's talk about these doctors, okay? Because this is why I didn't want to commit to how I was feeling. These fucking doctors. My primary care left Bend and went to Utah or wherever the hell he went, okay? I get a phone call. I had an appointment set up for an annual exam, and they called me to tell me...
sorry about the rooster.
Yay, he has roosters and chickens and a turkey.
2 turkeys.
Oh, 2 turkeys. Anyway, so he was replaced by another doctor. Okay? I get a phone call that tells me I cannot come in and meet this doctor because of the virus. So what they're going to set up a Zoom visit over the phone.
How are they supposed to, because your vitals and shit?
Well, that's my question. First of all. Secondly, if we're in this pandemic, don't you think that's the person you would want to see? What if you did have symptoms?
Yeah.
What if you were sick and this doctor won't see you? Well, not only would she not see me, but she cut me off my anxiety med that I have been on for 35 freaking years.
Just because she doesn't like it?
Just because she didn't like it.
Wow.
Now, I argued with her until I was blue. Excuse me. Till I argued with her till I was blue in the face. She did not care. She set me up with a psych who, right off the bat, told me that I'm not here to change the doctor's orders. I'm just here to help you deal with it. So, during a pandemic, you cut a lady off of her anti-anxiety meds that she's been on for 35 years, have never abused the med, never overtook the med. And so now that I'm doing without, I'm not sleeping. The short sleep I do get, I'm tossing and turning, and with my injuries, I wake up and I'm in pain every fucking morning. And I've just had it. Kathleen Watchler, thank you very much for throwing a wrench in my life. I will be replacing her as soon as I can.
What's crazy is, so you couldn't even go into the doctor's office.
Nope.
I'm good. But you can go into a liquor store or dispensary or a liquor store and be face to face with someone But your doctor, you can't.
You could go to Walmart and buy Mart
Right.
and da, but you cannot go see your doctor. Now, I will say, I don't know what's up with that St. Charles Medical Care, but I did call BMC and ask them if I could be set up with the new primary care. Granted, the appointment's way far off and it's not going to help me much, but it's July 23rd. But I don't care. I'm so pissed off at this Watchler gal that I'm changing doctors whether he reinstates my med or not. I'm changing doctors because she pissed me off that bad, okay? Now, here you are, a new primary care, and you're establishing yourself with this patient list that you have. What a way to introduce yourself. I mean, here, I'm cutting you off your med, a med that I've been on for 35 years.
Because I'm not on their payroll, I'm going to prescribe you some meds that kick me down. Because you know how that is. That's how it is. The doctors get, Big Pharma pays them to push their meds.
Well, you know, there's always been this hoo-ha. I call it hoo-ha. That's poor vocabulary. But the opiates, the opiate scare. The Xanax went along with that opiate scare. Okay, because you have some idiots out there who are taking 90 pills. I saw some kid on Dr. Phil, 90 pills a day he's taking OxyContin. Now, come on. First of all, I find it very hard to believe that you're swallowing 90 pills. And if you
too.
And if you are, well, guess what? Out of the gene pool, stupid. Okay, you know.
Shit.
And now, here's another bitch about doctors. It was but maybe 5 months ago. I went to get my pain medication from the doctor, and he says, by law, he has to write this prescription that I have to fill, and it was, I want to call it Norcam, but maybe that's not the name. But what it is an injection. They were selling you a whole fucking syringe full of this in case you OD. You can get, I said, first of all, if you OD, you're not going to be with it enough to give yourself this injection to bring you out of the OD. Right? And they said, well, maybe somebody will be around for you. You know what? I would have filled it, except that they told me at the pharmacy it was $18. I said, I'm not paying $18 for that. Let me tell you something. If you do enough drugs to OD yourself, you deserve to die.
Wow.
Okay? I'm not paying. And I thought that was craziness. First of all, if you have somebody who's an addict, okay, and they're an IV drug user, do you understand what just the sight of that hypodermic needle's going to be? That syringe is going to throw them back into wanting to use again. So, but that's okay, and go ahead and OD because you always got a shot to bring you out of it.
Man.
What the hell? Okay, what the hell?
Yeah, be responsible, recreational drug user.
Well, I always was.
Right? I was too.
I always was. You know, I'll never forget the one time, though. I'm going to get off into one of Grandma's stories. We were doing heroin, right? And these guys were boosting from the stores. So they took me over to this connection's house and left me there while they went out to perform their little crimes. This guy went into the bathroom, and I figured, you know what, it's his house, it's his bathroom, right? But then I suddenly heard this thud, and I thought I really did have to use the bathroom. So I knocked on the door and got no response, and I went to push the door open, and I could feel his weight against the door, right? So I got myself in there, and this guy's going out. He's going blue. He still had the tie around his arm and everything. So I dumped him into the shower, and I turned on the cold water. I didn't know what to do. You know, I was like 17 years old. So anyway, he's going out. So I grabbed the phone, I called 911, And I'm telling them, this guy's ODing, right? You got to get out here. And I'm on Nay Street. And they said, well, do you know the address? And I went, no, not really. She says, well, go out and look and come back. So I came back and I told them it's 35 Nay Street, right? And she says, is his name Richard? I said, I think so. And she goes, Richard Garcia? And I went, yeah, I think so. She goes, well, just hang on the line. The police will be out there in a few minutes. This guy ODs at least once a week.
What the
And
fuck?
I went, oh,
crazy.
fuck. And I'm going to sit there and wait for the police? I don't think so. So I jammed. And I left, okay, and everybody was telling me, oh, you left him to die, this, that. Well, guess what I knew even at 17? If I'm in that house while those police arrive and there's drugs or anything else
You're
in that
getting
house,
charged.
I'm going down, right? This Richard meant nothing to me. I didn't even know who he was.
This dick.
Okay, I'm not sitting around and waiting for any police. Okay, and so anyway, back to doctors
Yeah.
and
That's crazy, though.
oh yeah, life is crazy.
How long did you do heroin?
From, I'm gonna say 15 to 18, 3 years.
Oh, yeah?
3 years, and I really liked it. I needed it. I've always been a self-medicator. I was dumped and abandoned on the streets at 15. Okay, in order to handle all of that, what I didn't need was something to speed me up and have me running around looking at everything. Okay, what I needed was something to close the curtain and let me relax and swallow, get by.
Yeah.
You know, so, and I loved it. I had no problems walking away from it. Everybody kept telling me, oh, you'll be sick, you're going to go through withdrawals, this, that, the other. No. Well, that's what they told me about this Xanax, too. I've been taking it for 35 years. She didn't care. She says, you're going to be uncomfortable and this and that. Well, guess what? You pissed me off. And you know what I did? I walked away. And, it, you know, I guess I'm not sleeping well. Yes, I'm in pain. I'm prescribed opiates.
You're dependent on it.
I'm prescribed. No, I'm not, because it's not bothering me to do without.
Well, you can't sleep.
Well, I can't sleep, but I mean, it's not throwing. I'm not jonesing for the
Oh,
med.
yeah.
You know,
Not like the fetal position,
Yeah, I'm not
sweating.
looking for another doctor going, you got to fill these down. You know, I'll see this new doctor and we'll see what he says. If he
Yeah.
agrees with her, well, fine and dandy. But guess what? I'm still not sleeping well. So, you know, God, like I told her, God forbid I should take a drink.
No shit. How is that legal? I don't know how.
I don't know how.
Alcohol kills so many people. So many people.
Alcohol really took me for a spin. I really went for a 10-year spin with alcohol, and
Really?
yeah,
That's the one thing I'm like. I don't like getting drunk. I do. I'm good.
I don't like getting drunk either. But the problem is, I have a couple of drinks and it doesn't stop. I get stimulated. Okay, and so I start drinking. Now you're talking about a stimulated drunk. Okay, what do?
Just keep drinking.
You pour more and
Yeah.
you keep drinking. Or,
Oh shit.
I don't know what that affects, but oh, you got another one.
Oh yeah.
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 So, you know, what else was on your list?
Have you heard this Dr. Shiva?
I don't know how you pronounce it. F-A-U-C-I.
SHIVA.
Oh no, I haven't heard that guy.
Yeah, he's from India. He's like, he invented email when he was 14.
Okay.
He went to MIT and shit. And man, he's like telling it like it is. There's a few doctors out there.
What does he feel?
Okay, like Fauci, that
Yeah.
one guy.
Yeah.
He's not even like a real doctor. Like, he doesn't see patients. He doesn't really study it, because you can be a doctor.
And you could be a doctor
An
of
administrator.
philosophy. You
Yeah.
could be a doctor of, yeah.
And like, he pushed the whole AIDS thing back in the 80s or whatever.
Right.
And
Doesn't he change his mind now about this pandemic? Is it?
No.
Oh, I
He's
thought.
tied to the Bill Gates Foundation and shit, and they want to vaccinate. And this guy's even telling it. There's doctors out there speaking out. But a lot of them, Fauci controls the grants they get from the government.
Again, it's the money.
Right?
But, here's what I hope. I think they started all this thing to push the vaccination.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I believe the American people picked up on it way too quickly, quicker than they expected. And there's people out there fighting this vaccination. Okay, so now they're kind of stuck. And they're using it, I believe, as a political platform. Okay, elections coming up in November. So I think they got caught with their pants down quicker than they expected. And now, again, nobody wants to lose face. So now they're just sitting on the issue and leaving it run rampant until November. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
And it's shameful.
The deep state, that's what scares me. The career politicians, the government behind the government.
That's always been. But thank God we are America, because we have a lot of rebels out there who are willing to fight the cause. Okay? And I don't believe the American people are ever going to get shoved around with a vaccination, a virus, or anything else. I think push comes to shove, people are going to say, fuck you, and they're going to war. At least that's what I hope, okay? So,
Yeah, and I think the media pushes the riots and shit like that.
I think those riots were all set up.
Yep.
I think it was all a setup. And, here we're going to take a little spin here. This other thing that has us pitting against each other, okay? We talked about this before. The prison mentality of pitting you against each other. What do you mean Black Lives Matter?
Yeah.
We all matter. And we should all,
And you're assumed you're a racist if you say that now, which is crazy.
Well, it is crazy.
We're all...
Like I used to tell my brothers who, I understand. They're white, Caucasian males. Okay? They're discriminated against more than anybody. Anything you say makes you a racist, whether you are or whether you aren't. Okay?
Yeah, some people are just like that, though.
It's sad. We need to get beyond that. I think it's a simple solution. First of all, you need to stop classifying people
by their color.
You are not Oriental. You are not black. I am not white. He is not yellow. We are all human beings. Okay? Just because your chickens look different doesn't mean you call them anything other than a chicken. Okay?
Right?
Okay? I think since the beginning of time, white and black was designated. Everything black was bad, evil, black magic. Black is bad. White is the angels and the clouds, and white is good. So as long as you have this concept, white is good and black is bad, and you start calling people black and white, you're going back into that good and evil, or good and bad. So I think we need to just stop calling people colors.
Yeah. And I agree, there's probably systemic racism out there,
Oh, there
Any
are.
cop who says they don't racially profile is lying. To some extent, they are.
Well, I read a very good thing. If you want to stop classifying people, first of all, it's on every job application. What race are you?
Yeah.
Stop asking.
Shouldn't
Okay?
matter.
It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. And if it doesn't matter, don't ask. Okay? It's on everything. You're voting, so
That's a good point. Yeah, just eliminate the question altogether.
just eliminate the question. It's got to be a simple solution, okay? I was reading a thing where they have Black History Month. They have Black I don't know what they have, but they have a whole lot of holidays and Black and History Month and Independence, and stop it. We don't even have Columbus Day anymore. So
they're commercial. They're days to have sales.
yeah, it is.
And it's a federal paid holiday or whatever.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Now they jammed it all into one President's Day.
Wow.
God, the world is changes and changes and changes and changes.
Quickly, though.
Very quickly, and not always necessarily for the good.
No.
But I think you rile people up. First of all, the looting. I watched a couple of things. We don't live in an area where this kind of stuff happens, but I used to, and I find it very funny that they're running into the store and running out too quickly. They got their arms full of clothes. Now, are you telling me you had time to look at the size of those clothes? You just grabbed shit, okay? And they're all running out with TVs.
Right? Yeah.
The essentials, The essentials. But anyway, what else is on your list?
That's about it.
Scott didn't do his homework.
I didn't know how long we talk.
Yeah, well, I don't see you as often anymore, so.
And I'm really high.
But, I gotta stop getting him high.
You get me really high.
I know I do. I'm a bad influence. That's what they've said all my life.
But it's nice I'm at home this time.
Well, I got higher off this one with you than I did the one by myself.
Really?
See, that's another thing I find with pot. Now we're gonna really change the story. I bought $5 a gram pot and $15 a gram pot and found that I can get higher off the $5 pot. I find that my high depends on my mood.
Yeah.
I find that I always get higher with somebody else because you have somebody to bounce off of, right? And when you're getting
That's
high,
true too.
when you're getting high by yourself, you don't
You
know.
don't feel as
you don't
yeah.
know.
That's a good point.
Oh, Joanne knows all about pot. Okay, just ask Grandma. Anyway, y'all. I guess till the next time.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in.
I won't get high, Scott high. I promise.
No, that's the fun part.